Hello YouTube, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode where I'm going to be installing something very important to me, and that is the tank pads. As you can see on the R1, I do have some tank pads here. I got the one design, which I really like. They feel really good and comfortable, but just because of the newness of this MT09 2021 Yamaha, I said it backwards, oh well, very limited as far as tank pad protection on this bike, but there is a great company that I've read online that do very well when it comes to that. It's actually Spec Tech, which I just got this in the mail. I wasn't too in love with this you know, kind of soft envelope delivery that it came in. I would have preferred a box, but these things are pretty durable. I've already opened these things up, as you can see, but I'm going to show you how it came in the mail, so bear with me. Here we have the tank pads themselves. You got left and right of both sides, and it is a two-piece, so it's gonna have actually two pieces on one side of the tank. And here's the center. I'm not really sure how I feel about this center. I was hoping that it was kind of like more cut here, curved on the bottom, or the V notch out for the symbol on top, so I'm not really sure how this is going to look once I install it, or even if I will. I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of hesitant on it. I know they make great products, but I just kind of felt like this design kind of doesn't fit the scheme of the tank, but we shall see. And they also sent this really cool little keychain, which I actually enjoy a lot. It actually felt it pretty nice, so I'm probably going to end up using this for my everyday keychain. So thank you, TechSpec, for that. I'm not sponsored by this company at all to make this video, obviously. I'm just a newbie YouTuber, and I'm really just doing this for fun. So I actually paid for this. I want to say it was about $80, give or take. I just can't remember, but it's probably like about 80 bucks. And but it got here super fast. I ordered it on, let's say, Tuesday, and it's Friday, and it's already here. So kudos to them for a great delivery, and for sending that to me pretty instantly. Basically, I just hate the fact that I'm riding around without any tank protection. Especially the center area and on the sides. I'm really OCD. As you can see, my R1 is looking really clean. I try to keep my bike as clean as possible at all times, and I have a lot of protection on that one, but I've been riding this one with really no protection, and it's been kind of freaking me out. So I want to go ahead and get those on today and set this all up, and we shall see how it looks once I finish. So stay tuned, and we're gonna get this thing going. Alright, so first things first, I went ahead and installed that keychain. I actually like it, man. It's like a little flip-flop, like a little flippy-floppy, which is pretty cool, you know, like when you go to the beach. So it looks kind of, let me just see if I get some better light here. Yeah, so it's got a kind of cool little design, like a little flip-flop. And I like the fact that it's not going to hit the tank and stuff when it's on there. So, yeah, so this is my RAM mount. I actually have the key under here. I don't really have an issue putting it in usually, but not from this angle. But yeah, that's going to work out pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it's going to work out nice, man. It's not going to hit anything. It's nice and soft. If it does, it's not going to scratch nothing. So I'm really pleased with that. So thank you. That actually works out pretty well. All right, that was the first step. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So first thing first, what I'm going to do is just wipe down the tank. It's already pretty clean, but I'm just going to wipe it down anyway. Make sure there's no oil. There's no... Make sure there's no lubricants on it from just cleaning it, you know, with any sprays or any type of polishes, which I do use a lot. I'll show you those in a little while. So just kind of clean up the area just to get a better grip on here. When I put those one designs on, I actually messed up when I put it on and had to peel it off a couple of times, and it ended up losing grip on the corner, but only if I lift it up, it'll pull up, but usually it stays on. You know, no one ever notices it but me, but I don't want to do the same thing on this one, so I'm going to wipe it down really good. Make sure all the dust and all that stuff's off of it. And then I'm actually going to try to figure it out, because I saw the picture, I'm just not really sure how it lines up, because it is, like I said, it is a two-piece. So I'm going to try that now and see exactly how that's going to work, to be honest with you. Alright guys, so I'm going to open these things up, and like I said, they kind of come I really don't know how these things go on, to be honest with you. I may have to look at, oh, here we go. Maybe something like, no, maybe something, no, maybe, no. Maybe something like that? Nah, that don't seem right. Not this one. It's probably something like this. Okay, my bad. It's probably something like this. And then I think, okay, so this is this one. Dude, I'm totally doing this on the fly with you guys, so I don't even know how. I should have looked at the video or the little picture, but I'm just trying to keep this channel real so you can see that I'm no pro when it comes to this stuff. I'm just a regular guy that likes to mess around. Alright, so with that being said, bam, so we got this one here like this. Alright, it's probably gonna go something like this. Thing is, you gotta do this exactly identical on the other side, which could be an issue. So let me go ahead and just take a break. Let me go ahead and look at some pictures to make sure I'm doing it right, and we'll get back to it. I don't know if you can see that. That's what it looks like on the website, so definitely it's got this piece on the bottom, like so, and then it has that other one on the top. So let me figure out the best way to do this, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so far this is what I got. So far so good. I mean, I tried to place it as like center and as best as I can. I mean, that's pretty much what the picture looks like online. So I'm hoping, you know, especially from this angle, you can see it's not intruding. But I'm hoping that I can get the other side exactly to look the same. So that will be the issue. Now, here's what I was talking about. Get these out of the way. It's my phone. Let me show you the center one. Hold on. They do send some pretty cool stickers, which is good. And I just saw that they sent like some type of alcohol wipe, which is probably what I should have did. But anyway, here's the center one. Oh, so anyway, here's the center TechSpec tank pad. And you see why I don't like it, because it blocks off the actual logo. And I just don't, you know, just not down with that. So my other thought is to go lower, like under the seat basically, and kind of go like that, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to go under the seat just a little bit. I'll make it more center, but probably just go under the seat just a tad bit, so that way I don't block the logo, because I really don't want to block that. I know that's kind of corny, but I just personally don't want to block it. Now Yamaha makes one that it's actually cut out and it kind of is wider and it kind of comes down and it kind of goes with the logo. That's pretty dope. So I don't know if I'm going to go with that, but for now, I mean, I have this one. You know, like it's kind of like this. See, it has this like little cutout, so it will basically kind of match that. So I'm not too thrilled about this center one, but I'm gonna make it work for now. It's gonna work, and I'll get it to look as best as I can. So stay tuned, and I will try to get the other side done and have this done, and then I'll show you guys the final result. Alright guys, so this is the final look here. So I did the right side the way I wanted it and the way I felt that was the best with the picture comparison I had from the actual website. Here is the center, which actually came out a lot better than what I thought. What I did was I actually went under the seat, like maybe 1/4 of an inch or so, just so it's, you know, under the logo. And now that I have it, it does not look that bad. I thought it was gonna look a little worse, I guess, or maybe not to, you know, my standards, you know. I guess it's because it's, you know, it's all personal preference, you know, there's no right or wrong, I guess. But I mean, they obviously designed this for a reason like this. I just wanted it more angled to kind of fit over the logo, but it actually worked out pretty well doing it this way. So I'm actually quite happy with the final look of it. There you go. And as you can see, here is the left side, and I tried to keep it exactly, you know, as close to the right side as possible. Now, it could be off slightly, you know, it can be. I mean, looking at it from here, you know, from like this angle, because the bike is kind of leaning over with the kickstand, but if I tilt the camera and set it up like this, it actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, as I go around, it's, you know, it's basically, you know, it is basically lined up almost perfect. Now, could it be off? Yeah, but I doubt anybody's gonna come up to me and go, hey bro, that's like a centimeter off. Maybe somebody in the comments would, I don't know. But you know, if I look at it from this side and then I come over this way and I look at it from this side, to me it's lined up pretty freaking good. And I'm actually super happy that this is done, man, because let me tell you, I was a nervous wreck riding because I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want my jeans or anything to scuff up the paint or get any scratches here. When I was getting gas, I was like just backing off the seat because I didn't want, you know, my belt buckle to hit the tank or get it all scratched up. It's not like I got a Western style belt buckle, but you know, you just don't want to get, like, I'll show you, for instance, this is the R3 and it has a tank pad on it, but this is my fiance's bike, and you see when she rode it, look, she had this big old belt buckle on. No offense to her, I mean, she didn't know, and it was just rubbing, you know, it just barely rubbed. So I just did some touch-up paint and touched it up, and so now she knows not to wear a big old buckle like that again, you know, but it could happen. So because I experienced this when I first got it, I was really worried about the R1, so then I ended up getting that just in case. I actually didn't have the center one in the beginning, I only had the sides, so I ended up doing the center afterwards. And then since now that I have the MT09 here, it was definitely on my mind to make sure that this thing got set up pretty well. So overall, super happy. I'd say 1 to 10, I give this a solid 8+. They do have instructions, which I ended up throwing away in the trash, but they were on the inside of the, actually, let me grab them. I don't want to freak y'all out, but anyway, so here's how it came, like this, you know, with the bag kind of under it with all the pads. And I was like, dang. And as you can see earlier, there was like a little alcohol wipe that fell out. Well, then when you open these things up, boom, now it kind of gives you a brief description, you know, of like the do's and don'ts, you know, how to apply it and all that stuff. So I wish this would have been like somewhere written on the back here, just so it was easier to kind of, I like know like, oh, hey, there's instructions with this thing. But I cleaned the tank really well. I did use kind of like a, you didn't see it on the video, but on the actual cloth that I was using, I did spray a little rubbing alcohol, but it's kind of diluted with water. So basically like a strong Windex, let's say. And I wiped it down with that to just keep the oils off and all that. So you don't want any oils on that, because then what's going to happen is those tank pads aren't going to stick and they could eventually end up peeling off. So overall, TechSpec, super happy with the product. I definitely like this, the way this came out after the fact. Sorry if I prejudged, but I was just a little, you know, a little hesitant with the design of it, but it actually worked out really well. So there you go, guys. TechSpec install. I will note you this. Once you clean this tank and you put this pad, it's gonna stick. So what I did was I just peeled a piece of the paper off on the corner, stuck one piece, and then just pulled this other side, peeled it off, and then laid the rest down. All right, guys. Hope you appreciate the video. And if you have any questions, comments, or observations, let me know. Please hit the like and subscribe button if that interests you. And if you want to share the video, that is cool. Just trying to get this content out. And this does not take too long to make these videos, but it does take a little work. So if you guys can do that for me, if you want to, I appreciate it. If not, no worries. Have a blessed day. Be good, ride safe, rubber side down. And remember to always take care of your friends and your loved ones. Have a great day. All right. See y'all later.